You know, there's one thing about this particular faith right here. I'm talking about the Hebrew faith. One of the problems that we're having is that people who come over from the religion of Christianity and say that they are believers in his word, and they refuse to actually embrace the principles of the teachings and actually live after this. I mean, after all, I guess the majority of the people in the world only think the Straitway is the one that is charged to, well, we're going to dot every I and cross all the T's. I guess we're the only ones that's charged to do that. Well, anyway, the nature of this video is because I got a man that secretly goes around behind my back and slanders me. And whatever sorry pieces of crap or ears that he can get, he'll speak into them. And what's amazing about it, that there's not one thing about this man that he has no fruit on his tree that anybody will be willing to eat from whatsoever at all. But I think what the appalling part about all this is that all you people who say that you love the Most High, you say you follow the ministry, and yet you will give ear to some garbage and mess like that, and you'll forget about everything that you've ever learned, everything you've ever been taught. You'll forget about the witness, the character, and the nature of the people here at Straitway. So the nature of this video is because I'm giving a warning to all you people out there who choose. Now, you need to make a decision, and many of you have already made your decision, and if you haven't made your decision, I will make your decision for you. There's a man out there by the name of Gonzales that continues to keep slandering not only my name, but the community name. But I'm not even really in the picture. He slanders the name of his ex-wife. He slanders the name of his children. He continues to paint a picture. You know, how many times I got to tell you people there are two sides to every story? And just because somebody come and dump in your ear, you're hearing one side. And chances are when you're hearing that side, you're hearing a very tainted viewpoint. And you don't have a need to know, nor do you have a right to actually peer into everybody else's life, because we all don't live in glass houses. You have to understand, when people are very prideful and very envious, and their so-called little character is hurt, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to act like that they're concerned, but then they're going to fill you full of poison. And then I'm telling you, the question is why are you sitting there listening to it? And if you choose to listen to this dog of a pig by the name of Gonzales, you go ahead and do it. But don't come back here to Straitway and don't fellowship with anybody. I'm sending a warning throughout all of the community to those of you who are part of Straitway, whether you be here or whether you be scattered abroad throughout the states or the world. If you pick and choose to fellowship with that pig, that dog, you do it by your own accord and own apparel. Now, Romans 16:17 says, "Now I beseech you, brethren, that you mark them that cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned, and do what? Avoid them." So I get this guy because, you know, we had a judgment, myself and the elders. You know, the Bible does talk about elders, and we heard both sides of the story, and we came to a conclusion and decision. And that has nothing to do with you whatsoever at all. You ever heard of mind your own business? And before we started that meeting, and after we got finished with that meeting, we had all agreed, according to character, honor, and integrity, that no matter what is said inside of this meeting, it stays in this meeting. It's called confidence. But this man has continually breached that confidence. This man has showed that he has not even the spirit of Yah working in his little wicked dark heart, not to do what he's doing. And you know, the Bible also says, I want you to hear this about Timothy, and these things give charge, that they may be blameless. But if any provide for, now look at this, not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. You hear that? He has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. So that means that these infidel is one that is incredulous, one that is without trust, unfaithful, and unbelieving. If a man can't take care of his own house, if he's abandoning his house, if he's abusing his house, if he's neglecting his house, if he's denying his house, how are you going to take care of the household of Yah? How is that going to happen? Oh, I mean, we all try to give people the benefit of the doubt and stuff, but I will tell you this, Gonzales, you're not allowed ever to step foot back again on this land here at Straitway, ever again. And I hope that you can take this warning I hope you can, and be a very wise man. Because there's one man definitely ain't playing. There's this one sitting in front of this camera. And see, you slander secretly. You go behind my back secretly. You go behind your ex-wife's back secretly. And you are going to reveal all the secrets of your marriage, so-called, to a bunch of fools that will sit and listen to you. All for the purpose so that they can get out of the faith. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing and providing forth a warning to all you people out there. If you choose to listen to him, don't come back over here, because it will get back to me. And if I hear that you've been listening to this venomous snake, this dog of a serpent, don't worry about it. I'm going to cut you off myself, just in order to preserve the whole. Because you can do all that mess and junk and garbage out in Christianity. Don't bring that mess over here. Don't bring it. Now, if you do bring it over here, I will find out. Because I had a faithful brother tell me everything. Not only that, I already knew in the first place, because I began to tell them. Look at Proverbs 31:13. For I have heard the slander of many. Fear was on every side while they took counsel against me. They devised to take away my life. All this whispering, all this defaming, all this evil report. And the man has only been on his land, what, 2 times? I think 2 times. 2 times, that's it. And you people need to start minding your own business out there that has nothing to do with you whatsoever at all. Because you're going to find yourself in somebody else's business, and you're going to find yourself on the other end of this cutoff as well. Now, I want to read something. I want to read something right here. If I can find it. I want you to see what this book says right here. Listen to this right here. I'm going to read the Apocrypha and Ecclesiasticus. And it says, the envious man hath a wicked eye, and turneth away his face, and despises man. A covetous man is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up the soul. You hear that? So the Apocrypha also goes on to say that an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. Notice how the enemy speaks. He speaketh sweetly with his lips. But in his heart, he imagined how to overthrow thee into the pit, and he will weep with his eyes. But if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Y'all getting that? That is what an enemy will do. Now, I want y'all to understand something. Everybody in this world, there's not one just man or one just woman that walketh on this earth that doeth good and sinneth not. Not a one. But I tell you, when you start looking at fruit, the fruit on people, trees and stuff, it's undeniable who's in the faith and who's not of the faith. And I'm going to tell you right now that this slanderer, this accuser, and this low-down pig of a dog, this coward who slanders and defames the name of his family and ex-family and me. You do it secretly, but I'm doing it openly. And I'm sending a warning out to all Israel. You pick and choose to listen to this fool. Do it at your own apparel. Don't come back around here Straitway no more. You can do that mess in other religions and Christianity. You ain't going to do it over here. And that's the truth. And that's the truth Straitway. So Eric Gonzales, let this be a clear warning to everybody out there. He is cut off from Israel concerning Straitway. You're going to do whatever the hell you're going to keep doing, because you're going to do it anyway. That's all there is to it. But my concern is for all you weak-minded so-called saints out there that will sit and listen to some mess like that. You know, I suppose if I could actually get a bunch of people start calling me up and telling me about some of the whoremongering and some of the sinful lifestyles that many of you lived in the past and still live until today. Now, maybe I need to get a bunch of people to start coming and getting in my ear. Then I make judgments and not even hear your side. Maybe that's what I should do, huh? All you people out there act like you are so interested when you're just nosy and meddling into other people's affairs, and you haven't got nothing to do. You can't even take care of your own house. You can't take care of your own spirit and life. You're going to sit there and meddle in other people's affairs. You need to start questioning your spirit out there, what type of person you are. Because remember, there are 2 sides to every story. And why sit up there and listen to one side and then be evilly affected in your mind and get all discombobulated and gobobulated because you hear a slander, an evil report? Who told you that was the truth? Because the truth is, you're going to come up with somebody who's spiritual like us here, and you're going to question us about what somebody else said, and I'm going to blast your rear end. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start questioning your integrity of your little sorry, wicked heart. That's what I'm going to do now. See, this is the way that it should be done. See, Pastor Dow ain't got to worry about how people are going to receive this or reject this, because I could care less, because I'm interested in doing what the book says. That's all there's to it. Let me end on this. Proverbs 10:18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and that other a slanderer, is a fool. So Eric Gonzales, you are flat out fool. You little sorry, two-faced coward. You talk all that mess to all these other people behind the scenes and think that I've been hearing it ever since the day you left. And just because I hadn't said anything doesn't mean I don't understand and know what's going on. And I tell you what, if I hear of anybody at Straitway or any of the saints outside of Straitway who claim to be of Straitway that's listening to this slanderer, this fool right here, I'm going to cut you off. And I'm going to make a video about you as well. You know, everybody makes videos about me all the time. And when you get finished with it, it's nothing but theater and noise. Accusation, nothing that sticks. Pastor Dow is going to start bringing forth the hammer and the sword and showing you people how to really cut off dogs, devils, and pigs. And that's the truth. And that's the truth, Straitway. I hope that you all have a nice, wonderful day. The King coming.